What's happening, big time gang? 70 millimeter or 58 millimeter to the bezel. Sea Hunter. This one is the Army Edition. Shout out to all our vets out there. Much appreciated, much love. Freedom is something I don't take for granted, and none of us should. And if it wasn't for those out there fighting for our lives, we probably wouldn't be as free as we are right now. So thank you all. But anyway, we're going to be reviewing this watch. If you're interested in that, please stay tuned. So this here is the Gargantuan, the full-size Gen 2 Sea Hunter. This one here, like I said in the intro, 58 millimeters at the bezel, 70 millimeters to the crown protector. And this one is done in Army camouflage. This one is that digital camouflage. You can see the little squares on it there. The bezel is not crooked, so unidirectional bezel. Gotta make that bezel straight. This one is number 3 out of JD's watches he lent me. And this one hasn't even been worn yet. It's not even sized. You can see that bracelet length is pretty long. Fits me big. I shot the photos before I started this video, and it's definitely not sized yet. This is model number 34545. Got that digital camo on the dial. And then all hydroplated digital camo all down the case and bracelet. Nice big chunky case like always. I got to give Invicta props because this hydroplating, they get down on it, man. It looks good. Now this has the big chunky crown protector, of course. This one actually works. I know a lot of complaints have been coming across where this just flaps around. This one's locks and it's hard to get off. And then non-screw down crown with that propeller on it. But the crown is not screwed down. I've seen arguments in the comments on other videos saying that, you know, they didn't review the watch right because the crown screws down. Well, I can tell you, I'm no expert, but I know the difference between screw down and non-screw down, and this is non-screw down for sure. It's got that Japanese SII NH35A Seiko automatic movement, 24 joules. See underneath the U.S. Army logo there, it's got the automatic stamp. Simple 3-hand movement with the date. Keeps the dial really simple and really easy to read. Of course, you got the scissor clasp. Got that Army tan on the inside, which I'm imagine is the coating that they put over the whole watch before they hydro dipped it. And then you've got that beautiful U.S. Army stamp on the back. There's a model number 34545, Flame Fusion Crystal, Pro Diver Master of the Ocean, water resistant 200 meters, all stainless steel. What does that say there? Japanese movement assembled in Malaysia. So again, these Sea Hunters are something that just no longer works for me. I don't wear Sea Hunters anymore. I have one still that I'll never get rid of, and that's because my lady got it for me. But you gotta appreciate the massiveness of this watch. It's just a beast. I mean, I've gotten so used to my 52 or 50 millimeter watches that just feeling this, I was like, holy crap, this thing's big. I mean, the weight, you know, everybody knows how much it weighs, and this is unsized, so it's definitely over a pound, and it just feels so substantial. Now, it's not nothing against the Sea Hunter. I love this design. I love this watch. It's just, it's too cumbersome on my wrist. It starts to annoy me after a couple hours. And even though I love my big watches, you know, I just prefer not to wear Sea Hunters anymore. If I'm going on a quick trip or something, I'll throw the one I have on here and there. But if I'm going to wear it all day, it's definitely not the watch I'm choosing for the whole day. C-hunters with the automatic movement are a little more common than they used to be, but just having that automatic movement in there is pretty cool. This one actually doesn't have the exhibition case back, so you can't see it because the U.S. Army stamp on the back. But I'm sure it's got that yellow rotor back there, like most of the NH35 automatic Invicta watches do have. You can see some of the tan. It looks like there's dirt in there, but it's actually like some of the tan from the hydroplating coming through on the numbers here. I was going to wash this watch because I thought that was like mud or something. Then I realized that's just part of the design. This watch hasn't been worn, so there's definitely no mud in there. But no lume in those normal markers where the lume is normally at on a Sea Hunter. The only thing that has lume is these 12-hour markers and the hands. But very cool watch. Shout out to JD for letting me borrow all these watches. I can't thank you enough, brother. Let me know what you guys think about this watch. I know there's a lot of Sea Hunter fans out there, and props to you guys that wear these watches daily and all day long. Props. Because I got up, I think, I had like 12 Sea Hunters at one time, and I'm down to one, and it's going to stay that way. I'll keep that one forever, but I'm not getting any more. No interest in getting any more. Just not for me. I know like those new Shaq watches out there, they're even bigger than these here. And that's just crazy to me. There was a point, you know, I'd say 3 or 4 years ago where I was rocking the biggest I could find, but that's over. I've come down to earth and realized that comfort is number one. And I want something that is very comfortable on my wrist to be able to go out throughout the day. Maybe it's old age. I've hit 40. And, you know, I wear shoes that are more comfortable than before. Like, you know, Jordan 1s are just not even an option for me. They kill my feet. So even though, you know, Jordan 1s are all the hype, I won't wear them just because they kill my feet. So as you've noticed in my sneaker reviews, I'm wearing a lot of Air Maxes. And that's because they got that Air Max sole. A lot more comfortable. So maybe that's the reason why I deterred away from wearing the bigger watches, is because I've gotten older and more conscious of aches and pains and constant annoyances on the body, and having an annoyance that I put on my own body isn't going to happen for me, at least not anymore. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the photos. I also have this on my wrist. This big boy makes my wrist look small, and I almost have an 8.5-inch wrist, so I wouldn't consider that a small wrist, but this thing is a behemoth. Anyway, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you share the video. Drop a comment. Let me see the hashtag BigTimeGang. Make sure you always like the videos. Have a great day. And as always, God bless.